Welcome to this week's vlog. So, today's reading debate is that reading has proved to be 600% more beneficial in fighting stress than video games, and 300% more useful than going for a walk. Its impact even surpasses drinking a cup of tea, 100%, or listening to music by 68%. Right? And I think that that's kind of funny because instead of choosing to read last night, I decided that I was going to beat Hogwarts Legacy. Yay! I mean, I only play it for like an hour or two or a couple hours a week. I used to play it a lot more when it came out. But I have now officially beat Hogwarts Legacy. Yay! Now, there are still lots of things I can do within the game that I haven't like 100% completed. But, you know, I've gotten to the House Cup. I've beaten the big boss. And, yeah. So there's still, like, I think, like, 2 quests left to do, but you know, there's a bunch of chests left to open and some field guide pages. I think I've got all the dummy guys now. I don't even know, right? I think so, right? But for the most part, I have beaten the game, which is like flipping fantastic, and it's really what I'm super excited about. And it took a lot of effort, but I did some research online and putting up like this like one guide thing in my viewpoint. So whenever I did like Revelio, it would like indicate if there was something close by that, and then I would go investigate it, which was super helpful for me. Oh my gosh, right? And because like I would only play it once a week, sometimes you would forget things and have to go back and have to go and correct things. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Right? But I am super excited that I am like done now. I'm still gonna play it, and I was actually considering going back and playing the game with the other 3 houses, just so I can fully see what's really, you know, how different it is, and just playing a little bit differently and seeing if I can beat the game a whole lot faster. I don't know, but I was able. Oh my gosh, with this little guide that I had, I was able to pick up the last 3 field guide pages in Hogsmeade like that, like just in like a minute or 2, where it's taken me a couple of weeks just to try, just randomly walking around trying to find it. So it was kind of nice that I was able to pick that up so quickly. But because I was playing video games for a couple hours yesterday instead of reading, that means I have to spend a couple of hours today reading Fourth Wing. You know, trades off, right? But you know, it's kind of like ridiculous that I was like a little, like I don't want to say I wasn't stressed out playing the game, but I am so not stressed out now, right? Because I completed the game, you know. I don't know. I'm just rambling, right? I just, you know, I need to continue getting ready, you know, going about my day. So, alright. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch ya all later. Alright, so today's reading debate is that being a good reader is one of the shortest ways to preserve your mental health, which is super great. So yesterday I didn't get like any reading done because all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm gonna like edit this one video, but because I had very little bit of brain power by the time I got home late last night, very little creativeness in me, I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I was like, I don't have energy to read. And so I just kind of went to bed. Alright, soon after that. So that is kind of why I didn't really read last night or yesterday at all. Yesterday being the beginning of the month at work, so I wasn't able to read on my lunch. I know, excuses. I shouldn't be making excuses. I should be making reasons to read. Right? I mean, especially if I'm making excuses to read, even especially if I want to read the Percy Jackson series before the TV show comes out in December, which I should honestly be, you know, doing now before anything else. I don't know. But, anyways, saying these things, I feel like, today I should have a little bit more time to read. Things are more settled. And I think I'll have a little bit extra time tonight to be able to do what I need and want. So hopefully I'll be able to have the time to read. Not too sure which book I will end up reading, but you know what? I still got the one book out from the library. I think it's Did I Say You Could Leave? And I still got Fourth Wing and every other book here that you see that needs to be read, which eventually will happen. Actually, I'm actually thinking of purging some of these books again because especially like the Alice Network and the Riviera House, because I don't know if I'll be in The Secret Orphan and maybe Night Shift, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to read those anytime soon, or I want to, especially like Soul Survivor, because I got that last year at the library book sale. Still haven't read it. But I want to know what Dean Koontz is like as an author, so it's kind of why I bought it, right? But, I can't wait for the library book sale because I'm only volunteering on Sunday afternoon, which means that I will be able to go and grab an entire bag for $5, which will be great. I don't know if on Sunday there will be any good finds. Usually things are overpicked, but because I volunteer at the bookstore, I usually have firsthand of everything there anyway, so it's not like it matters, right? But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's not about what you have, it's about what you save. But maybe this is why I should get an e-reader, so that way I don't have all this kind of clutter in my house. Right? I can have all the books I want because I have a pretty massive digital library as we speak. So, But anyways, thumbs up. Thank you for tuning in to my little rant here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. All right, bye. Alrighty, so today's reading tidbit is that the University of California has found that people having a ninth grade or higher literacy level have 4 to 5 times more chances not to suffer from mental declines as they age. Ooh. Alright, and okay. So, in regards to reading, I read a chapter of Fourth Wing yesterday and a little bit of Did I Say You Could Go? And I've also tabbed Did I Say You Could Go? Because it's written in 4 parts, and that it is written in a kind of from one person's perspective to the other, and from what I read so far, it is about kind of two parents, and they're at the school, and that they are very that one's a stalker and one's not, and there is going to be a few other perspectives mixed in there. But yesterday I honestly everything was going in one eye and out the other. I just wasn't comprehending anything. It was really bad. I wish because I thought maybe it was because I was so excited about Fourth Wing that I couldn't really read it, so I decided to read Did I Say You Could Go. I wasn't really picking up anything of that, so we're going to see how today's going to go. I probably won't be able to read much tomorrow, so I just want to make sure that I get some more in on that. Yeah. Alright. So that's just kind of what it is and what I have so far for you. It's just, sometimes just the fact that I've read versus the quality of what I read. I don't know. But I feel after I read some more, if of Did I Say You Could Go, I don't like it, I'm probably just going to DNF it, and I don't feel bad about it because I borrowed it from the library, so it's not like I spent any money on it. And as you can see, I have lots of other wonderful books to be reading and books that I know I'll enjoy. But you know what, it is October, so reading another thriller would be great. But yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at today and where I'm probably gonna go with it. Just gonna keep on reading, seeing what there is. Alright, but cool. Oh man, still loving this nail polish that I have done. Super great, right? And yeah, alright. We'll catch you all later. Bye! Alright, so today's reading dippet is that among people who volunteer, 42% are readers and 25% are non-readers. Right? And as you may be able to tell from my lighting, it is a bit of a early morning start for me, you know. And I keep forgetting that it is October, and in literally a month we're gonna have daylight savings time, which is like super sad, right? So because I'm up like that early, the sun hasn't really fully risen yet, but that's okay, right? Like, we can handle this. It's a big day. It's going to be wonderful. And the night was like filled with like some really weird dreams, but because I had to get up a little bit earlier today, I went to bed a little bit earlier last night, and the night got away with me, and because you have to spend time with family, right? So I didn't end up reading yesterday. It was like a weird day at work yesterday, so I wasn't able to read on my lunch. So that's basically it. I didn't make any time to read, which is bad, but I did end up making some time to do some like creative writing, which is like better than nothing, I guess. Right, but so today's segment's going to be cut a little bit slow or shorter because I do need to get going. Like, I can't just sit around here forever, even though I would love to. But anyways, right, I hope everybody has like a great and wonderful day, right? And it be filled with sunshine. All right, well, that's it for me. Bye. Alright, so I just want to clarify that I went online and I did a bunch of searching for some like reading facts. So today's reading fact is not going to really make sense because it is that, well, actually, because I can make any fact that I want to be the fact that I'm going to say. So, I guess I'm going to change my reading fact to be, as reported by UNESCO in 2006, there are 132 million young people worldwide that are unable to communicate in a written language. Most of them will never learn to read during the rest of their lives, which is kind of ridiculous to think about. And that was in like 2006, which was like 15, almost 20 years ago. Right? But anyways, the statistic I was going to give was that among people who donate money and goods, 82% of them are readers and 66% are non-readers. And I was like, how does that even make sense? But I don't know. But here's like a better one. Here's a more relevant one, right? So, children who read 3,000 words each day take top 2% positions in a standardized test. So if you want your children to have a productive life and a stressful or successful career, not stressful, even though having a successful career could be stressful at times, you need to introduce them to reading, and the earlier the better. Because children without basic literacy skills before they enter school are 3 to 4 times more likely to drop out later. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so just children who read 3% of words, or, oh my gosh, okay, children who read 3,000 words each day take top 2 positions in standardized tests. Phew, that's a lot. Maybe I'm having troubles stumbling over words because I haven't like read recently. But I shouldn't get hard on myself. Yesterday was super busy. I got up at 6:30, and by the time everything was said and done, I wasn't even home until 10. So I was quite tired, right? So I basically like zonked right out the second I got home, right? Or there soon thereafter, and I have had a very good night's sleep, even though I'm still tired. I'm always tired. What can I say? But that being said, I do plan to read more of Fourth Wing, and Did I Say You Could Go? I still don't know if I'm going to do DNF. Did I Say You Could Go or not? Right? But that is a possibility, and that I'm going to change around like these books like here and there, and there are like a bunch of books like behind here, which I do plan to DNF, or not DNF, unhaul. And when I do, I'll let you guys know which books they are. And like for example, like I got like 9 Perfect Strangers. Like I feel like I'm not really interested in those. And then like if I stay and Where She Went, like I don't know. I don't know. Right? Maybe because like they're like simple, easy reads, I should just DNF, did I say you could go and just read those instead? So that way I can quickly get rid of those, right? But I know that for the Alice Network, the Riviera House, and the Secret Orphan, I plan to read next month in November because I feel like those are like more like kind of Remembrance Day books. And then maybe, or just, you know, that kind of a vibe. And then for the Nicholas Sparks, I think those would be good like November books, or not November, February books. And because like I guess it is October, so it is more of like a thriller-esque kind of month. So like reading the Lisa Jewell books, I think that would be a smarter idea. But at the same time, like I don't need to like get rid of anything, like, you know what I mean, that I can still have like stacks of books like behind there. Maybe I just need to decorate them somehow differently. I don't even know. What do you guys suggest? What do you guys think? What do you guys want? Because these are said books that I have and that I want to make sure that I read to get rid of. And I guess that I knew that The Gentleman in Moscow was going to be turned into a movie, and I have that one. So maybe I should look or hate like when that's going to be made into a movie, and I was told that was like a good one to read. So, oh, I'm looking that up right now. It just says 2023, which is this year. Oh my gosh. Well, apparently, Ewan McGregor and his wife, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, are gonna be in this movie. Oh, it's a TV series. I was expected in December. Oh, okay. So maybe that should be like, that should be my, yeah. Oh, Ewan McGregor's even producing it, which is like super cool. Right, so maybe that's my December reads is, or okay, so November would be kind of be like The Secret Orphan, The Riviera House, The Alice Network, and then it will also be the Percy Jackson series and The Gentleman in Moscow. So that because I'm going to be watching that series. Oh, and I guess one day in December, obviously, because that's a more of like a December kind of book. Yeah, so maybe I should just like destroy this kind of like, oh yeah, this is my TBR when it's clearly not going to be my TBR. But anyways, thoughts, things, facts, whatever, right? Gotta get done fourth wing because I gotta be in the know because everybody's talking about it. Anyways, rambled on for far too long. I am sure that when the next time I jump on here, everybody will see this. Oh, and I guess like I also need to read The Secret Life to Bees because I plan to give that to somebody for Christmas, right? As well as The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I don't know. Maybe I should DNF. Did I say you could go? I don't know, but I have to give it a chance because it is a thriller. But anyways, until next time, bye! Alrighty, so I have made the last minute decision to DNF Did I Say You Could Go, and mainly because like this weekend I am going away and I'm going to be reading Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, so that is what I'm going to be reading. And I just haven't really been, from what I read, I just don't think I'm like very interested in it. It is going, so like Did I Say You Could Go is going back to the library, so I can always like pick it up then or like again, right? But I don't know, right? So I'm going to read this because I think it's like rather short. It's like very thin. How many pages is this? 284, so that's not too bad, right?
And of course, on this bookmark, put a bunch of flags on it just in case. But, you know, easy pack-ins. I mean, honestly, if I had an e-reader, this is another reason why I should maybe consider getting it. I wouldn't have this problem. I could bring all the books with me all the time. I just don't want to bring Fourth Wing because it's a very nice, pretty, lovely hardback, and so I want to make sure I keep that one forever or for a very long time. So that's kind of my excuse for that. But I actually, and I think like part of it with like, I mean, there's a difference between like getting like a library book and like really liking it or knowing that I'm going to read it, but like this was just like a very fluke thing that I picked it up, and I don't have to force myself to read something I don't want to read when I haven't really, I don't know, picked it up. Excuses, you know the deal. But yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at, right? And I think like because, you know, like this book is the inspiration for Blade Runner, as you can see right there at the top. So that's kind of like why it's very suggested. So I think it would be like a nice quick little read for the weekend, and yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. Just wanted to pop in and say that. Right, so yeah, and then I just wanted to say that because like I am going away this weekend, this vlog is going to be kind of shorter this week, maybe posted up late, but that's okay, right? But yeah, that's all I really have to say. You know, busy packing, busy cleaning up the house before you go away, right? And yeah, I did kind of change the books back here a little bit, but that's all I'm gonna do right now. You know, nothing much. But oh yeah, and I am unhauling The Secret Keeper just because that's the second book, and it's the second book in a series. I know the number 2, and I've rehauled The Enemy at the Gate, so you know, right? But yeah, but when I definitely get back from the weekend and this is done, gotta read Fourth Wing, and then I don't know. If I stay in Where She Went, it's probably what I'm going to read next. But yes, go me, go us. Alright, bye! Alright, I've come to the conclusion that I need to wrap up my vlog here for the week. So here, as you can see, is that these are all the books I'm going to be unhauling back to the bookstore, mainly because I've read this one, this is the second, and they're all summer books. Never read them, never read anything by these authors, and these books are at the bookstore so much and so often. I can just pick it up then. Hopefully by this summer, like, both these authors will come out with new books. They're also at the library, so I can always pick them up then, so I don't need to like just keep them around for no reason, you know what I mean? And yeah, I don't want to like clutter up somebody else's house with them, you know? And I got them for like basically like $10, so I have no need to worry about that. And then I've just read the introduction to Do Androids Sleep with Electric Sheep, which was really great, really liked it. So yeah, that is that. Look forward to reading it. And I guess like I just wanted to show everybody my my lovely sewing basket. Basically what it is that last year around this time in October I went through the effort and put all my little things in all these like little bags, and I'm so happy that I did. And I have all these like sewing shears, a bunch of knitting needles, everything's in clear plastic bags. And I'm happy that I did that. I'm using it more. I'm able to use it more, and it makes it so compact. My grandma gave all of her granddaughters these sewing baskets when I was a kid, and it's come in so in handy. I'm very crafty, very thrifty. Thankful for that, and I use it a lot. But yeah, you know, sometimes you need to make just choices and decisions, and so these will be going back to the bookstore in about a week or so when I go to volunteer next week, so thumbs up on that. So this is just kind of the end of this week's vlog. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it, my unhauls, and you know, even though I didn't end up reading a book this week, that's okay, right? Because look at how many I'm unhauling. Alright, catch y'all later. Bye.